It'll only be one more minute. Right, it's a little bit longer than normal because I was making him some breakfast and a smoothie. Now over to the snow. I wonder what that will have in store for today. Maybe change it over to the Christmas playlist because it's snow and I have weird associations. I mean, that one's not particularly weird, to be fair. $180. That's more than I thought I had. Could have done it when my potions weren't going off, but it is what it is. Bum 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 bum. I didn't get any of my keys from the buy orders that are filling up, but I think I've still got 20 odd left from yesterday. So I figure that will be enough for a little crack in here. I'm hoping to, yeah. One complete Frostfall roll, one shard, 2 Guardian chests, and a BC would be lovely. That is my targets in here. I don't feel like that's crazy for 20 runs, but would also be lucky if it did happen. Oh, there's the, what, that's 50% of my Guardian's chest done already. That's in the happy days. It's always nice to start off in Siege with a little chest. I mean, if it was to give me a Vault or a Shard in this same run, OMG. It'd be nice if I had to readjust my targets after a few runs, but you know, I don't want to get too overconfident. Don't know if it's really overconfidence. Too excitable, maybe. That is a good smoothie. Just in case, because I know you're all wondering. Probably not wondering at all. It's got 7 bananas in it, 2 lemons, a handful of strawberries, a handful of blueberries, a handful of cranberries, some like maca powder, some turmeric powder, some coconut water, and some fibre powder. Nice, nice. Nests are always fun. Oh, I must have been really slow. I only get that guy when I'm slow. Oh, there's an orb. Oh my god, it's going to be a happy day in paradise. I forgot to use the Draco, so I'm using that. I'm going to fire off another one of them. Can I pick everything else up? Nah, who cares about tombs? Ain't no one. Hey, Sue. Oh, yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I might have stocked up a few Pilsner for Poopsie and a few fermented apple juices for myself. But I've also stocked up on bottles of Evian to taste. No, it's not Taste the Mountain, is it? That's Volvic, but you know what I mean. I've got about 30 lemons and, yeah, bananas and fruits and stuff. It definitely helps. It definitely helps after some beers, for sure. I must admit, I'm more of a daytime, early morning Wetherspoons 8 o'clock drinker than an evening drinker, to be fair. Because then I have enough chance to like have any hangover I'm going to have before I go to sleep. Deal with it with like, yeah, water and lemons and bananas and stuff. Oh, I have not. I noticed that even Sheffield's getting yellow weather warnings and stuff. But yeah, I hadn't. To be honest, I mean, yeah, I think with the short notice and stuff, it seemed like a good idea in my head. But like with the extra driving and stuff and things, it was going to make the weekend a little bit anxiety producing for me. So there's definitely no worries there. I feel like I can get away with a couple of chilled out nights down the student pubs, a couple of nice meals out, a lot of LR playing with somebody else in the room that plays LR and stuff, and I think that's going to be nice, and I'm pretty sure that's all good with Poopsie and stuff. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Oh, code red on your phone, damn. And yeah, because I mean, being on the seafront, I mean, if you're gonna get affected, that's kind of one of the places. I would have thought. Well, to be honest, that does tend to be breakfast. And like Bear's got beans on toast, which is, you know, to me, one of the best breakfasts. It's the English baked beans, so they are completely different. You don't have them in France. Like when I was living in France working in Cannes, I used to get baked beans sent over and stuff. Because you have like haricot blanche in tomato sauce and stuff, but it's not quite the same. And of course, North Americans and stuff, they do weird things to their beans and like put corpses in it and shit and sugar and stuff. Is that oh, it's a Guardian Key though. I've got to remember not to die, admittedly, whilst I'm getting distracted by talking about global cuisine and the shocking level of it in England. But yeah, this with baked beans on toast, I remember from Chinese medicine degree and stuff that it's one of the healthier. I forgot to open the tombs. What a noob. Yeah, it's one of the healthier breakfasts. You know, if you have it with butter, it gives you all of your amino acids or whatnot. And yeah, with the smoothie and stuff, according to the government, he's had more than his daily allowance of fruit and veg, and that's just for breakfast. But yeah, one of the reasons I do it is if I start eating too much, like basically big meals or solid food, it kind of tires me out a bit. So yeah, smoothie for breakfast, salad for lunch, and then something cooked in the evening, even if it's just a jacket potato or something. That seems to be doing me right. That's how I like to do it. And coffee, which I have. I'm not going to get my fourth run in. I think I've got to get used to doing it in groups of 3 when I'm on stream. Oh, no problem, War General. I mean, it's a community boost, but you might notice that I only do it when I'm spamming Siege most of the time. It's hard to walk past the person and not grab that extra XP. It's only 5%, but you know, Frost Siege is the one that I do that XP goes up a little bit quicker than Mount. Oh yeah, coffee's good. I've got myself a nice little coffee thing going on. I use one of those AeroPresses, a bit of posh Manuka honey. Nom 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 nom. Dark, black and sweet like my soul. Problem is, I'm drinking so much coffee on stream, because I tend to like, I don't know why, like to have one in front of me. But yeah, if I'm picking up bear and stuff, sometimes I wonder how people are allowed to drive after that much coffee, and wondering if they're, in 10 years' time, they may not be able to. I also think I'm suffering a little bit from a crash in the early afternoon, in the late afternoon type thing. So I do want to remedy it eventually. Because I know I can get the same kind of energy off drinking lemon water and smoothies as long as I don't drink too much coffee. Oh, I forgot to bust out my tombs again. I made the same noob error again. Oh, but I'm not going in for a third run, so... I've got 21 cashed in. I've got enough to cash in about another 40. And that's before we start talking astral fragments. I mean, astral fragments, maybe another 300 keys. But, like, I kind of learned my lesson. It's like I cashed in 8,000 shattered gems for Frost Siege keys a week before the Rift event. And I regretted it whilst the Rift event was going on. But then after the horrificness of it, I actually feel like I could have saved myself, like, some extra wastage by cashing them in. So... But yeah, I've used quite a few astral fragments to get siege keys already, so I ideally don't want to use too many more of them. And hi, nice to see you, Sue, by the way. I don't think I've said that yet. I did follow your discussions in Discord yesterday. I didn't feel like I could add too much of anything to anything people had said. I mean, it might be obvious, but I'm kind of like somehow like ridiculously happy at the moment. And it's not the staff, it's just like life generally, everything and stuff. So I thought I'd just not participate too much in that one. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I definitely have that feeling, for sure. It's like even to the point I can buy some ends and the prices will drop. It's just a general thing. Did I actually bust off those potions? I did, sweet. Sometimes I like load the loadout in the stash and then just click every single one of them thinking that I'm firing them off, but actually I'm just putting them back in the stash. I do that a lot. I don't even have to be distracted to do that. And then I run off and wondering why I have got no potions fired. Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, I do like Blackened Mines. And yeah, when I went over there to fulfill the engine multiverse requirements for mining and stuff, I mean, I did like, what, 10 or 11 runs in Mount. And the very first one, I got a Stellar Fire Amulet drop on the floor, and then there was a Trauma Walk, I think. It made me wonder what I was doing in Mount, but it's those deep sea coffers and the scavenging, of course. I mean, that's no joke now, those red bushes, for sure. What kind of time are you doing Mount and stuff in? Because I realised that my fast times and stuff in Mount is a little bit down as well to having done it 4,000 or 5,000 odd times in the last month and a half. Because yeah, any level of distraction, if I don't use my potions and stuff and things like that, then my times are like 5-6 minutes. It's only because I've got it like finely tuned and bust out all the potions that I can get it down to like 3.5. Like when I was going into Blackened Mines, even with all my potions and stuff, it was nowhere near as fast. But yeah, Mount's becoming kind of like, yeah, some weird meditation in there now. It's kind of cool. Okay. I'd say that was pretty good. I mean, and that's the other thing. I don't. You know, some runs there's only like 1 or 2 nodes that I hit, which is my choice, obviously, but I'm okay with it. Oh, stop it! Why am I acting like a total noob in here? 'Cause you are. Yeah. I nearly fired off my King's Popcorn there, but I figured that was a bit of an overreaction. One day I'm going to remember to do my thingies. No, I'll take the greater team. Alright. Yeah, and the Gilded Axe is mythic as well, so I'd say they were pretty damn good times. for what that's worth, which I know ain't much, but there it is. Got it anyway. Oh, I see. Fair enough. I had stopped using Arcors. Like, I realised it's a kind of a bit of a noob relic type thing, and you shouldn't really use it. Like when I was in there with when I was running team maps with Pride, I wasn't using Arcors because I wasn't getting hit as much. But I find like the natural style I play with the staff, it really helps. I'd say it was kind of integral to it. Like I do the Echo of Time runs using my same kind of style, and even on like gold level, the Arcors is down to like less than 10% by the end of it. So God knows what I'm doing in there, but I'm definitely face tanking it to a large extent. Oh yeah, I mean, like getting a double Golleander now is, you know, it's the next one down from a double coffer, for goodness sake. Double high dragons, same thing. Yeah, it is for sure. Plus, I'm not used to it. You know, I have only just started doing it because when I first got the Astral Dream, before it got the little update, I couldn't actually complete. I literally could not complete the Iron Dawn in time, and I was really struggling not to die and stuff. I mean, and that's why, you know, no one should begrudge the staff thing, because, you know, a T weapon like that should not struggle to complete an adventure. You know, it should be able to do it. Oh, I definitely didn't want to pick that up. Ah, it's the first of probably many double tombs. Triple tomb. Nah, I totally expect people to play around with this, Argantus. Probably, yeah. I haven't been checking too much, Sue, because I'm out. I don't want to encourage all this shenanigans, because I feel, you know, you explained that you sometimes like rage buy and stuff. I'm not going to attempt to manipulate or profit from it in any way, unlike Argantus, it seems, possibly. I do see like the crazy prices that sometimes get paid, and I do assume that it's probably you late at night, early hours of the morning. It's good for the community, and they say nothing's moving on the M. You want to try buying herbs. You started on Devil's Weed yet? I've got a buy order in at Devil's Weed that's a little bit higher than average. Doesn't seem to be filling though. Because yeah, that's like the one that's easiest to get, but very soon it's going to become one of the more expensive ones as well, I would have thought. What, Devil's Weed? That's the one that goes along with High Dragon to make the Overlords. But it's been sitting at 500. It's like, hang on a minute, we've got a herb that's used to make the most expensive potion in the game, and it's still sitting at 500. It's like, nah. In fact, I think the market price for it's like 450 at the moment or something. 452 last time I checked. But the problem is, sometimes you can put the crazy prices in, as I'm sure you know, Sue, and you don't actually get any more. You know, it's like there is generally a kind of shortage of the puppies as well. I should probably stop using Rhino Head in Siege, because all the other fish are filling up, and I need to save Rhino Head for... I've got a buy order that's filled with a few hundred more than that, because I do need them in Descending Nightmares, whereas the rest of the time it's just laziness and not wanting to click energy too much. I think I have for Devil's Weed, yeah, but none of it's silly high. I think the buy order for Devil's Weed is like 650 or something like that. I might be wrong. I'm sure I'll be at the end at some point and darken my screen. I've started doing that since Herb Wars. I was there for the Herb Wars of 2024. That's a t-shirt right there. I mean, as soon as I saw that you can have merch on Twitch and shit, I was like, well, yeah, even if it's just me walking around in my own jumper, I'm going to do it. So maybe that's one of the first ones. I mean, a double team with a Void Satchel doesn't sting quite as much. I do like the Void Satchels. Oh, by the way, did you ever sell me the 50 Precision Peak that you teased that you might part with for 10,000 odd a pop? Because that buy order's still up, and I haven't seen one. I haven't seen 50 sold to me at any time. So I was just wondering if that was still a thing. Have I got anything that I can change for keys right now? Oh, it looks like I've got one Etherwood, I think. Okay, I've got 2 Etherwood. I have for the Precision Peak, yeah, and I believe it's the highest one at the moment. I think mine's the 10,011. I mean, that's a lot, but I'm happy to pay it because, you know,